welcome to the Martin Middle School Presidential Forum. I've got to my right here President Obama, to my left Governor Mitt Romney, and they will be sitting up here today in order to give you a better informed decision on who you're going to vote for in the Martin Middle School election. We're going to begin the question and answer portion of this forum, and we're going to take some questions from the student body here at Martin Middle School.
What happened if we didn't have no taxes?
That's a great question. I believe both of these candidates would like a chance to field this. President Obama, I'm going to give you the honors on this one. Why don't you start us off?
Well, I feel if we didn't have any taxes, the economy would be worse than it is now. And I feel that if we didn't have any taxes, there wouldn't be any money to pay for our debt and the things that we have going on in our economy. And I feel as though if we don't have the certain things we need, we can't have a better country.
Great answer. Would you like to follow up?
Well, I believe that if we didn't have taxes, then most people that work at the stores, they wouldn't have enough money to get what they need and get what their family needs for them with their debt and their income.
Our next question, please, Matt.
If we had another terrorist attack, what would we have?
If we had a terrorist attack, President Obama answered the question first last time. Let's Mitt Romney. What would happen?
If we had a terrorist attack, I would send all Air Force, SWAT, any kind of team to get the terrorists down so we can have a better community and a better country, so our people of the United States will feel more safer and more intelligent than what they really did in 9/11.
President Obama.
Well, my perspective of the view of the terrorists, if we had another terrorist attack, I don't feel like we should have another terrorist attack because we are trying to rebuild our country. And I feel as though we have another one, then we can still regain the confidence that we had from 9/11. We can still rebuild our country, but it wouldn't be in my best honor to let us have another terrorist attack because it wouldn't be right.
Okay, our next question in the front here.
This question is for Governor Romney. How do you feel about gas prices?
Gas prices are a little too high, but at the same time I feel it's a good reason. But there is not a problem with bringing down gas prices, at least 2 or 3 cents for the community so they can get to the places that they need on time, like jobs. It's real hard to get gas prices and with the prices these days, so we can take them down just a little bit.
Very good, Ron. President Obama, I'm going to give you a chance to rebuttal on this.
Well, I don't think we should increase gas prices because it's hard enough for our community and our state and our country to have cars because the cars cost money and you can't ride without gas. So I feel as though if you don't have any gas in your car, how are you going to get to work? How are you going to take your kids to school? How are you going to go to your friend's house? How are you going to get your hair done? Any of that responsibility of the matter. So I feel as though we should not increase the gas prices, keep them the same, but at the same time lower them.
Okay. Question in the middle row back there.
Do we go to President Obama? What would you do to end world hunger?
Well, I feel to end world hunger, we should get our communities and start more homeless shelters and give them more food, and the people that are out on the street that have lost their chance to be a respectful citizen in our community and in our world, we have to increase the food chances, like food cans, and donate more and start more donations to the community and our country.
Romney, how would you answer that question?
I feel like that our community could actually get homeless shelters and also donate canned goods, money, any kind of thing that the people that are living on the streets would need. Like the people in their homes, they can at least the clothes that are too little or they don't want anymore, they can at least give it to them instead of trying to selling it in a yard sale and make money. They could give it to the people, and then everyone can be equal in our community.
Mr. Romney, I'm going to go out and expand on this. It sounds like your proposal here is more of citizens taking care of citizens. I would like to direct this to Barack Obama. Yours sounds more like government taking care of citizens. How would you propose that our government pay for this program in our current deficit state?
Well, the government is currently not agreeing with the things that citizens do because they want to be more in control of our lives. And that's not right because you have your own life and you are born for a reason. You can do your things and you still have to obey the laws. You have to have your privacy, you have to obey the laws. So I feel as though that if you don't have your own privacy, how are you going to be able to take care of yourself?
Okay. Question in the front.
How would you feel if Texas driving was still on?
President Obama, why don't you field this question? I believe they're asking the results of texting and driving. We know that it's a dangerous thing. Here at Martin Middle School, we've seen programs. How would you plan on stopping this texting and driving epidemic?
Well, from my point of view, texting and driving is not the right thing to do. If you know, a 16 or 17 is not going to listen to you because it's a teenager and teenagers do things like that. So I feel as though you can turn your phone off when you get in the car, and if you get caught with your phone in your hand while you're in the car with your car on, texting and driving, you can get a ticket because that's you are endangering yourself and you're endangering other people and their lives. And you don't need to be endangering somebody else's life because people have mothers and their mother take care of their children.
Very good. All right.
I feel that I should make the law of texting and driving more efficient in more states because most people, they can get like Bluetooth in their ears and then they won't have to have their phone in their hand and they can pay attention to the road while talking to like their mother, say the teenagers or going off to college and they are really homesick. They can have a Bluetooth in their ear while driving on the road and paying attention and make sure there's like the red lights are red or there aren't any stop signs in the right place. So I think we should make the law more harder on texting and driving.
All right, very good. All right, question.
Okay. For Mitt Romney, I want to know how would you feel if when we had children one day, and maybe whenever we get older, how would you feel if how would you feel on the jobs, for instance, if we get older and we don't have any jobs, what would we do to have food and for our children?
Well, I would we can have the government to talk about that and make more jobs for the students and make sure that all the jobs are appropriate for each child and make sure that each child has a good education with the job and also a good heart and mind to stand forward towards the job and make sure they keep the job how they want it.
Okay. President Obama, I'll give you a chance to respond.
So you're saying, how would we have money to provide for our children and take care of them? Okay, so I feel as though we can get more jobs and more community jobs, and the children can do jobs at the school and increase job prices. I mean, not job prices, but job, offers and salaries. And I feel as though if we increase those, then the children will have the money and the parents will have the money to provide for themselves.
Okay.
How do you think that we should reserve the Earth's resources like gold, oil, and coal?
Natural resources, that's a great question. President Obama, how would we conserve our natural resources?
We can use the amount that we need and not keep digging into more of our resources because we do need things like coal and oil and water and trees. So you don't need all of one thing at one time. You can save some and you can have some for later.
Nominee Romney, how would you respond to this?
I will also say that we can save some of our resources, but at the same time, use the ones that we really, really need. Like if you need, like say the schools don't have enough paper or anything, you can cut down at least maybe 1 or 2 trees at least and try to save up with more so we can have the oxygen and all the atmosphere that we need.
Okay.
How would you help the harmless?
The homeless?
Mm-hmm.
How would you help the homeless? Let's see, I believe President Obama wants to know. Mitt Romney.
I would help them by giving them the opportunity to have the same thing that the people that aren't homeless have. Like we can take them to the shelter, we can give them free food and give them some clean clothes and stuff to put on so they won't be walking around saying, Lord help me, stuff like that. We can make them feel the way that other people feel when they're in their homes and have all the warm air in the winter and the food.
Right. President Obama.
Well, with the homeless people, I feel as though we can give them a chance to start over and live their life, a new life, and be a better person than they were. We can give them more food, we can give them more supplies, we can give them a better life, but they have to try. You can't have things without trying.
Very good. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back right after this.
Why not? Tuesday? No, I'm not going to vote. Oh, my vote doesn't count. No, I could care less who they elect. That's right. All right, I'll talk to you later.
What? You're not going to vote?
No, I'm not going to vote. My vote doesn't count. This country's going downhill in a hurry. I could care less who wins.
Your vote might count.
Yeah, whatever. I'll believe it when I see it.
It's your right. It's your civic duty.
Come out and vote. November 6th.
Welcome back to our second part of this presidential debate here at Martin Middle School. What we're going to do is we're going to field just a few more questions, and I believe we have one starting us off at the front.
How will you deal with the United States current situation in the Middle East, especially in regards to Afghanistan?
All right, President Obama, I'm going to let you field this question first.
I ended the Iraq War. I increased U.S. troops' presence in Afghanistan. Then I began drawing down the force with a plan to have them all out by the end of 2014. I approved U.S. air power in the NATO land campaign that helped Libyan opposition topple their government. I believe in the major cuts coming in the size of the Army, and Marine Corps is part of agreement with Congressional Republicans to cut $487 billion in military spending over the decade.
All right, President Romney, what would your plan be?
I endorsed a 2014 end to U.S. comeback in Afghanistan that will be subject to conditions of that time. I will increase strength of armed forces, including number of troops and warships, adding almost $100 billion to the Pentagon budget in 2016.
I believe we have time for just 2 more questions here, so let's go ahead and get those in the back.
This is for President Obama. How would you stop the other people from coming to America?
Oh, that's a great question, President Obama. How would you handle the illegal immigration?
Probably build more air forces outside of the border. If they don't have a green card, don't let them in.
All right. Romney, how would you answer that question?
I would send troops out to the border and make sure that they have no illegal weapons, drugs, or anything that's illegal to the United States. I will make them empty out all their pockets and bags and check all their things to make sure that our world will be safe.
Very good. All right, I believe we have time for just one more question. We got a great question coming from the back.
Obama, how do you feel about oil production in the USA?
I really don't think there's a need for oil because of our green power. From solar power to wind power, we can use the Earth's natural resources to help us instead of going into our landforms and drilling out the oil.
Okay, Governor Romney.
I believe that if we drill out the oil and the United States will have the #1 top oil selling in the United States.
All right. This concludes our Martin Middle School presidential debate, and remember to cast your vote November 6th.